communism isn't so far-fetched, what's holding us back? Without one party, there is no revolution. Like in 1963, Birmingham, Alabama, that's when a Klan thug bombed a church, murdering 4 little black girls. That's where thousands of kids and young people had the courage to stand up against these vicious attack dogs, against the mayor, against the KKK, against the water hoses that literally blew the kids down the streets. All for what? For equality. For these youth, equality meant fighting Jim Crow. But it wasn't enough, because it was mostly nonviolent. What the bosses fed them was, when the dogs bite, when the cops shoot, when the KKK lynches, stay calm. Don't fight back like Baltimore did. Don't fight back like Ferguson did. The bosses shoved nonviolence down the throats of the youth and choked them into defeat. Capitalism is the most violent system in history. We will not surrender our lives to that. We will fight force with revolutionary force, and we will win. So fast forward, Alabama to right here in Flatbush. 50 years later, youth ignited a rebellion after the cops slaughtered Kiki Gray. He was 16 years old. It was a tremor. The rebellion was a tremor, but it shook the ground underneath the boss's feet. And we chanted, NYPD, you can't hide. These killer cops, they can't hide. But it wasn't enough. 1 year later, Ferguson, youth again flooded the streets because cops killed Michael Brown. Again, they had the courage to withstand the dogs, the KKK, the National Guard, the tanks, the rifles, the tear gas, the rubber bullets, you name it, they fought against it. With PLP, the chant went from hands up, it went from that to fist up, and 8 months later, Baltimore. The youth rebelled because they killed Freddie Gray. And it still is not enough. All for what? To live in a world without the dictatorship of the racist cops, the banks, the courts, and the politicians. But it's not enough. What did the bosses have to offer to these black fighters, to these black and brown rebels? The ballot box. Brothers and sisters, rebellions will spark. The pent-up rage of these brutal years will explode over and over, but the flames will be put out. Without a revolutionary party, without PLP, we cannot turn a spark into a fire that will burn this whole system down. So how do we go from fighting these racist-ass cops to fighting the Rockefellers, to fighting the oil bosses? We need one organization leading one world into the final victory. Every time we fight back, it's a victory. This march today is a victory for the working class. And how do we sustain this victory? By continuing to fight with Progressive Labor Party. Will the party armed with communism turn down for what? So no matter how dark the night, the son and daughter of revolution will rise. What gives us such confidence to say this? The very people in this march. The people walking by, the people in this neighborhood, the people in this world. The workers gives us this confidence. Because the revolution will be fought by ragtag soldiers. The revolution will be won by the very people the bosses discard as useless. The very kids the bosses starve will choose themselves revolution. The very youth the bosses put into prison or declare not worth teaching will be the ones to lead us into communism. They will break free of the biggest jail of all, capitalism. That's why our without you. Ferguson was a preview. Baltimore was a preview. It was a little taste of what we got in store for the bosses. These politicians want to declare war on our kids, from the neighborhoods of Chicago to Brooklyn to the tents and Syria and Ukraine.
You're not going to call him back?
Stop the revolution. Just listen up, you warriors. Listen up, you masters of war. Every kid you kill is an inch deeper you dig.
What's going on?
Because the working class never forgot. This racist system that feeds off the blood of our youth. You expose yourself to be the blood suckers that you are, leeching off the labor of workers. So while the bosses preach that communism is dead, well, guess what? We got news for you. It's their time whose time is ticking. Everyone in this march, every place that PLP has a base that's 5 continents, can attest that communism is alive. So from the birth of exploitation, workers fought back. For 50 years, PLP has been fighting back. Onward to another 50. Because today, May Day, is the beginning of another year of winning thousands, no millions, to communism. So where do we go from here? We gotta turn up. We gotta toughen up. We gotta bring out the communist aspirations of our friends and motivate them to act on it. To those who can't wait to see communism, bring communism to where you're at. And to those who are questioning, who are not sure yet, our college students, our young kids, our workers, I have the same thing to tell you that I tell my little sisters who are still questioning. There is no security under capitalism. The only thing I have to offer you is the best organization that exists in this world. I cannot guarantee you food or job or safety to my little sisters, but the only thing that I can show them is a fighting chance for them to create the kind of world I wish I could have raised them in. So sisters and brothers, join us in creating the world you know our kids deserve. From Baltimore to Nepal, the world calls out to you. This is your chance to join. Take the leap, because when you do, you will be joining in the hands, the life, the blood of billions. That's right, you heard me right, of billions of fighters of past, present, and future. With that, how could we not win? The future belongs to us only if we dare to fight for it. The fight for communism can't stop, won't stop, because workers can, workers did, and workers always will fight back. Long live communism, power to the workers. Long live communism, power to the workers. Long live communism, power to the workers. Long live communism.
What do you want to do?
All right, let's give a hand for a fabulous comeback here and a wonderful speech. Yes. How y'all doing today? How was that march? Was that right? Yeah, not bad, not bad. We almost done.
She said, I'm waiting for y'all.
Check in, so let's check in.
Oh, no, you know.
All right, all the workers from Jersey, let's make some noise. All the workers from Brooklyn, make some noise. All the workers from the PX, make some noise. All the workers from Queens, make some noise.
Yeah, I'm not not with it. Word.
All the workers from Baltimore, make some noise. All the workers from DC, make some noise. If you're a working class person and you hate the bosses, make some noise. All right, y'all, we're almost done. Thank you so much for being patient. But we gotta take care of some bills. We got some bills, you know, making revolution ain't cheap. Oh, I'm sorry, the workers from Manhattan, make some noise. How are we gonna do that? Workers from Buffalo, make some noise.
Can I cut this off now?